What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Evolution Everton, where today I'm going to be taking you through a big update to the Everton team, new Evos, new stuff to talk about, building a full Everton past and present squad, and then we're going to play Foot Champs Collies with it. Now, I don't know how many times I have to have said this. It is at least once more, because I'm going to say it again now. The whole point of this Road to Glory isn't to build a full Everton past and present team and play Foot Champs. It's to Evo Everton players and put them in the team when it's fun to. However, it is nice sometimes to have a go with the Everton team, and I know that I've been blue balling you, pun intended, I guess, with talking about Everton Evos and then not showing you them because we were just building the God Squad and playing Foot Champs and stuff. So today we're going to give you a big old update, and we're going to just try out some Everton cards that we haven't tried. We're going to get some new updates and new upgrades and new Evos and loads of good stuff. And we're even going to have to put somebody who I've already Evo'd into an SBC to get rid of them and start again. First of all, we will show you guys, if we jump over to the main squad, in order to fund some of this craziness, we've sold Diani, especially also because EA are about to patch Trivella Plus and Trivellas in general. So it's been a good run, Jack. It isn't actually out on next gen yet, as far as I know, so he should be good this weekend as well. And he's still going to be good because I'm hopeful that they fix it in the same way as they fixed Finesse, where if you have Finesse Plus, like my Zola does, you can still do good finesses. It's just not stupidly broken like on patch 1 where you finessed it from 45 yards and the goalie fell over. He still has good finesses and it's still fine. So I'm hopeful that it's going to be okay. And yes, we won't be scoring 45-yard Trivellas where the goalie falls over, but that was a bit stupid anyway. So that's fine. Jack Harrison's still class. We've got Doucouré and we've got Branthwaite in the team. So they're the three players, obviously, that are going to be in our full Everton team. They're in the actual Foot Champs team. Who else is in it? We will come on to very shortly and get into some games, but I'm going to jump over to the Evo section where one of them I've claimed, because I've just recorded this video and stopped halfway through and started again because I was talking so much rubbish. To be a bit more succinct for you, I had a Tarkowski in Patrick Hu, like I've got this Michael Keane, and we've claimed it. I'm not claiming this Keane, just on the off chance that he does fit into another Evo, even he's terrible. But you never know. And not because I want to do an Evo glitch of him, because apparently Patrick Hu is completely broken and any card you put into it can't be Evo'd again. It just crashes the game and the web app, which some of you guys are asking how I Evo'd Jack Harrison because he gained his right wing from a different Evo and that was glitched. I did it on the web app and it worked on the web app. With Patrick Hu, apparently if you put a card in an SBC on the web app, it logs you out. Well done, EA. Now, that is mental. I did claim a Tarkowski. And actually, I guess as we talk through these players, we can go and add them to the full Everton team. So let's do that. There we are. There are our three players from our main team, Branthwaite, Doucouré, and Harrison. And then our newly upgraded Tarkowski, who, if we have a little compare of him versus this Tarkowski, we can't, because EA are class. The one that we've got in our squad is better. If I go like this and send them away and bring this back up, it should show the two Tarkovskis next to each other. Yeah, nice. More physical, more defending, same dribbling, much better passing, and better pace, and a playstyle plus. Very nice. In he goes there. Now, there is the opportunity to Evo the Inform Tarkowski, and you are allowed to do that because it's technically a different card type in it. Like, you can have two Tarkowskis in your club because if one's an Inform, because it's a different card. You can't Evo the same card twice, but you can Evo the same player twice if you do different cards of them. Does that make sense? Basically, if you could have it in your club without it saying it's a dupe, it's allowed. So, if we jump over to the Evos, we can potentially Evo Inform Tarkowski to make him even better than the Evo Tarkowski that we've already got, using this Team of the Year centre-back prospect. That would look like this. 91 defending. That's pretty crazy. However, we ideally want to put Jared Branthwaite into this. And we're kind of just waiting and holding out hope that he's going to get a future stars. And I've seen a lot of leaks and still not included in it. It is Thursday. It's Thursday evening when I'm recording this. It's almost 5 p.m. So we might get a bit of 6 p.m. content in this video too. Still seeing nothing for Jared. So it's looking very likely that we're going to make this. But we still have 5 days left to hold out hope. So we've got Friday tomorrow. Obviously, we'll still have 4 days left. If he doesn't come out then, Saturday, Sunday, that's still only 3 days, so we'll have 2 days left to see if he comes out in the mini release or an SBC or anything, and then if by then he doesn't, we will be putting him into this and getting ourselves an even better Jared Branthwaite for the team. But not yet. We're not getting Evo regret. This one is very important as well. Team of the Year striker prospect. As we are going to talk about with putting an SBC into an Evo into an SBC, sorry, just to get rid of them. I was planning to do it with this Calvert-Lewin. The reason I haven't is because I wanted to put him into skill moves training, weak foot training, and then team of the year striker prospect. And before I could do it, skill moves training and weak foot training expired. Now, obviously it's my fault, but I'm going to put a little bit of the blame on foot.gg, which I'm also going to give a massive shout out to as well, by the way. If you want to keep track of your Evos, it is the best website. This is not sponsored. Nothing like that. I'm also going to slander them at the same time, so they wouldn't pay me to say that. But I would recommend going and getting an account, setting up my Evos. You can use it to track them. You can do your Evo wish list to see who's getting Evos that fit for players that you'd like to Evo if you're doing like an Everton squad or whatever team you support. But their tracking of the timers of when their Evos expires isn't always right. And I was constantly making sure each day that I would go on FootGG, I would type in Calvert-Lewin, I would click on his page, I would go to his Evos, and I would click the toggle to say hide the expired ones to only show me the ones that you can currently do if you start them right now. And it would show me that little path of skill moves, weak foot, team of the year, striker prospect. And I'm like, sound. And it was like, 2 days left. No problem. That's absolutely fine. I'll do that tomorrow on camera and we'll show you guys me putting Calvert-Lewin into an SBC. Came to do it, it had expired. I seen it was expired on the game and I went back on FootGG and did the exact same thing and it still told me it was there. And it was their timers broke. So I can only apologize. I would make sure if you really want to do an Evo, you keep track of it on the console. And to be honest with you, even the console is a little bit confusing sometimes because this says it's got a day to go, but it doesn't start counting down the minutes until 6 p.m. So it's currently almost 5 p.m. This time yesterday, it said a day to go as well. And at 6 p.m, it's going to tick over and start counting down the hours. It's annoying. Bit confusing. Just make sure you keep an eye on it because I missed the Calvert-Lewin, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. But it's okay. Now, who, Andy, are you going to be putting into an SBC in order to do an Evo for them again? And the answer to that is this one, superpowers. I have a player who is perfectly eligible for this SBC when it comes to stats. Unfortunately, apparently, he's not a hero. Thanks, EA. Thanks a lot. They set the card type to be the defining factor of what a hero is. Rather than setting it as club hero, no. Card type, base ultimate team hero. So I have Tim Cahill, who's like 85 rated. I've given him a +2 in all his stats. He's still easily eligible for this because he's got 3 less dribbling. No, he hasn't. Bloody hell, I was looking at shooting. He's got 7 less dribbling and 6 less pace. So there's much better cards, much better heroes you're allowed to put into this Evo and do, but I can't because I upgraded a stinky one first. So, unfortunately for me, putting Tim Cahill into this is actually significantly better and makes a much better card with 2 playstyle pluses. But in order to do it, we have to buy another Tim Cahill first of all. So let's do a quick little price check on him because the thing's going to cost me 100k as well. So if I go over here, Tim Cahill, I think is about 20k. Yeah, so we're not breaking, he's less than that. We're not breaking the bank buying a Tim Cahill. But we're going to break the bank a little bit by doing the Evo because we've already spent, like, what was it, 50, 75k to get +2 to all of his stats. And now we've got to spend another 100k to make this one have 2 playstyle pluses. Irritating from EA. Very irritating, I'll be honest with you. Gonna not go on a big old rant about how EA frustrate me with Evos. But speaking of being frustrated with Evos, let's add a couple more players to this squad. And one of them is someone that I don't think will ever be able to Evo. And that is, of course, the one and only Jordan Pickford. Goalkeepers. You can't Evo goalkeepers. So we're just stuck with an 82 rated goalie for our Everton squad for eternity. For team of the season. Thanks, EA. Doing goes Pickford. We'll sort out Tim Cahill shortly. But we're going to go put him in an SBC right now. But let's put another couple of mainstays from the Everton team in. So we've got the one and only making his return, James Garner. 420 games for the club. Intercept plus. Now, stats-wise, lagging a little bit behind the power curve, and EA are being very frustrating with basically only bringing out Evos for forwards. Thanks, EA. And when they do bring out Evos for centre-backs or centre-mids and stuff, you always have to start a fresh one. And it's like, at least for Team of the Year you have. So, fingers crossed for future starters. We get some good ones to start building on our Evos that we've got. Like, to me, the whole point of this, like, yes, it's frustrating that you can't Evo goalies because apparently the system doesn't work properly. But the whole point of this was to pick somebody that you really liked and build on them throughout the year and keep them as a club favourite. That's what I understood it as. And you can't do that because they keep making you start again, like we're going to have to with Cahill. It's really stupid. I don't understand, but I would like an Evo for this Garner to maybe boost us. Just give him like 85 defending, 85 dribbling, 87 passing, 87, you know, just a little boost. Just maybe chuck him a couple. He's got quite a lot of play styles anyway. Maybe chuck him the other passing play styles. Maybe chuck him an extra defensive one. Maybe give us physical ones. I don't know. But, you know, just nice to see. This card's quite good. I like it anyway. He's going into the team. And so is Alex Iwobi, our red Evo, which is very nice. Let's jump over and let's put Tim Cahill into an SBC. But first, kind of sad, isn't it? It is going to go to a 83 times 10, which we'll also open as well, because I'm not going to blue ball you on that one. There's Cahill. There's Vicer as an inform. We've got crap loads of untradeable informs and crap loads of informs invested in, which have gone up in price as well, which is nice. We bought 500,000 coins worth of informs at 20k, and they're currently up about 20%. Quite nice. So that's cool. There goes Tim Cahill, which is incredibly sad because I paid money for that Evo. And we're going to pay money to Evo him again. Before we do that, if you want to chuck me something crazy in this pack EA, just to make me feel a little bit better, I wouldn't say no. Miguel. Double walkout. All right, it's fodder. You've given me fodder. Thanks, EA. Oh, that's good fodder, actually. She's 89 rated. Okay, well, there we go. Thanks, EA. Tim Cahill has been sacrificed. Is this normal? Is this normal? Unfortunately, Evo Hero has expired. You can claim the rewards. I've just put him into an SBC, EA. I'm assuming that's, again, just some stupid bug from EA, and I'm going to go down to Superpowers, and it's going to tell me Tim Cahill's eligible. And we're going to get this, which is obviously significantly better than the one that we already had. It would have been nice to have this with the +2s from the previous Evo that I paid for, EA. Well, you know, okay, fair enough. Sure, 100,000. Right. Here's a tip for you guys as well. EA decided to change this and didn't tell anyone. Right. And it's a good change. I appreciate it. I like it. You can't accidentally put a player into an Evo. But you also can't change which Evo is active. Obviously, I don't have any active ones yet. So I'm going to put Cahill into this rather than claiming Calvert-Lewin. You have to hold X now in order to bring this screen up. So you can't accidentally do it. Which is great. That's a really good user-friendly feature. But you could have told us. Because I'm sitting here. I've got active Richarlison at the moment. And I want active Cahill. And I'm like, guys, Evos are broke. Is the game froze? No. Is the game froze? No. Okay. Is my controller's working? Guys, I can't change my active Evo. They've broke it. No, you just hold. You just hold X. They just didn't tell you. There we go. We're getting a 2 playstyle plus Tim Cahill, which actually looks good. The playstyle plus itself is really good as well. I'm a big fan of magnetic first touch, especially for someone who's maybe not got the most incredible dribbling skills. He's got 83 dribbling, 88 ball control. Is going to be like 99 now, which is cool. He's got power to plus. He's got 98 jumping. This card looks okay. So he's going to go on our bench and get subbed on to just play the games, score the goals. I guess we could maybe start him for that. It's looking good. It's looking good. So I think that, to be honest with you, is most of the Evos that we've got to talk about so far. We're looking forward to Future Stars. I'm optimistic that they're going to maybe bring out some good Evos for current Evos during Future Stars. Team of the Year was the first big promo that people had who got the game for Christmas. So I respect bringing out Evos that... I mean, I don't know how somebody's getting 100k if they've not got the game before Christmas. If they got the game for Christmas, they have 100k. But what they have got is Christmas money off their parents or their grandparents or something. So they'll spend the 500 FC points. The same for this one. Same for this one. Same for this one. I don't know who's got an icon if they just got the game for Christmas or whatever. But I can kind of at least respect it, bringing out Evos that are for starter cards, because some people have just got the game, and I think that's fine. I'm hopeful that in the next big promo, which is Future Stars, we get Evos for cards that you've already Evoed. And we can start upgrading our Garner, our Brownthwaite Moore. I don't know if they're going to let me do two core. That's a little bit crazy, but you guys know what I mean. So let's walk you through the rest of the team anyway. The way I've got it set up for Everton players to still go in is just actually better. Now, we're going to fill the bench, of course, with lots of Everton players, and the whole bench is going to be like Calvert-Lewin to sub on and Dele Alli and all sorts of stuff like that. But what we're going to do for the squad when we're starting is move Harrison over here and try out a new icon. That new icon is the one and only, and it should just search if we press left mid, Gary Lineker. I've picked up Winter Wildcard Gary Lineker for 210k. We sold Diani for like 600, and we're splashing the coins on trying some Everton cards. So in goes Gary Lineker at left wing to give him a try, because why not, I guess. I don't know why some lunatic's got an architect. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world, actually. Passing and physical isn't too terrible. Sure, I'll allow it. At right back, we've got an English right back. We've talked about it already in a previous episode. It is Lucy Bronze for the past and present Everton team. Very nice. In she goes. Upgradable, of course. Not currently had one. And cost me 315k. And at left back, we've got a Premier League player who spent his entire academy career playing for Everton. Never actually played a senior game for the main team, but is now doing very well at Fulham. And that is Anthony Robertson. So in goes Robertson at left back. Really good card. Costs me 62,000 coins. So do you know what? The past and present Everton team is actually looking pretty bloody good. Now, things you've got to bear in mind is another icon. So we could put Wayne Rooney in this squad if we want to. We obviously have him and have played crap loads of games with Wayne Rooney. 332. We've got Dele. We've got John Stones, who's never actually made an appearance for the club. And I am half tempted to play instead of James Garner just to give him a go. Says he played 5 games. I think that was squad battles. Eto is missing. I don't really like Eto on this game, and we have tried him out previously, but you could include him. Ginola is missing because I don't have 1,000,000 coins. And Tim Cahill is not in the squad. Maybe we should play Tim Cahill instead of Beto, just to try and get some goals and complete his Evo. So making FUT Champs qualies even more difficult for myself, I guess, by not only doing it with a full Everton team, but also doing it with a full Everton team whilst trying to complete an Evo. Now, when I thought this up, I currently just breeze through FUT Champs qualies. I'll be honest with you. This could be a little bit different. I'll be honest with you. This is going to be an interesting one. The defence is looking significantly better than last time we ran full Everton FUT Champs. Obviously, we still have Pickford in goal, which is a big problem. But we've got Lucy Bronze at right back and Robinson at left back instead of Iwobi at right back and Mikalenko, who this is the worst 90 rated card in the history of 90 rated cards. 67 dribbling the man's got. Falls over his own legs. 99 crossing with 71 vision. He can cross it exactly where he wants. He just doesn't know where he wants it to go because he can't see. Anyway, no more Mikalenko, thankfully. Dobbin, super sub. Danjuma, super sub. Beto, super sub. John Stones might make an appearance for Garner just to have a little look at what he's like. And we're waiting on the new Rooney that's been leaked for Future Stars, which is going to be pretty cool. But aside from that, this is now our full Everton past and present team, which is pretty class. So let's just jump into a game and see what Robinson, Bronze, we've obviously still got Harrison, Garner's making a reappearance, and we're testing out Lineker and Cahill for the first time. Very nice. Quickly as well, before we jump in, because I might have forgot to mention this, Richarlison. We can do his founders, which I have in my Evo, and we can put it into Team of the Year Striker Prospect and then the Wing Wizard, or whatever it's called. My issue with it is you use a glitched Evo to do it, you use your red FUT Champs pick in order to facilitate it. And it gives him a playstyle plus that he already has. I have mentioned this previously in a video, but I just wanted to get that in there, and we've popped Richarlison onto the bench as well. This card has Rapid Plus and has Power Header Normal. And I bought it for 60k, which was a massive overpay. It seems a bit silly to waste all of them Evos. I know he'd be 5-star, 5-star because he'd have been through Founders, but I think there's probably going to be a better one down the line that we can put him in. So we'll wait on there. Let's jump into a game. All right, game number 1. How many Team of the Years has this player got? Please be 0. Please be 0. Oh, that didn't take long to get 1 in, did it? Okay. We got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a game. First touch. Of course it is. It's magnetic. Into Cahill. Into Iwobi. Greens it. No, he doesn't. Oh, if he did, though. If he did green it, though, I would have scored. So that's my fault, not Iwobi's. I can only apologise, Alex. They haven't patched them yet. They have not patched them yet. Not on next gen. What a game. Get them fixed, EA. That is bloody ridiculous. 1-2. Okay, yep, cheers, Allison. Appreciate that assist, mate. This Jack Harrison, by the way, that one obviously, again, I messed up the green time and he just kicked it straight at Allison and we've got a lucky goal. But the dribbling from this guy and his 5-star skills and everything is just unbelievable. I know we're not going to be able to score that first goal that we just did once the patch goes through, but we'll still be able to score that second one. And if I'd have greened it, it would have even looked like quite a nice goal. Oh, I thought we'd done it again. Get them patched, DA. That's all I'm going to keep saying. Patch them. Oh, Tim Cahill goal. We need one of these. Very nice. There's one for his Evo challenge. Well done, Tim. All right, that was a good half. I feel like we've got this game in the bag. I'll be honest with you. But we are continuing to play on, which is fine. You know, we can get goals for our Tim Cahill. It's all good. We might have had 10 shots and they've had none. Well, yeah, if he wants to crack on and let me score goals with, hopefully with Tim Cahill to complete my Evo challenges, I'm all for it. Fair play. Nope. Oh, penalty. Now we can score with Tim Cahill. He's only got 77 pens. But judging by the rest of this guy's gameplay, I don't even... Oh, he does know how to dive. All right, fair enough. Well, there we go. There's a goal for Cahill. Lovely. Don't really understand what is happening. But if this guy's going to let me stat pad my Tim Cahill to complete the Evo challenge, sure. Thanks, mate. I don't know why you wouldn't just put the control... Oh, just... I don't know why you'd put the controller down. I don't know why you just wouldn't rage quit and go next. But fair enough. We've done the 4 goals with Tim Cahill, which is quite nice. So we need to play 3 more games with him. And then we need to... just keep cracking through the challenges and keep getting wins in FUT Champs, to be honest with you. This has not been a very good representation of how the Everton team is playing and performing and stuff now, because I don't know if this guy's ever played FC24 before. That is the most important thing. 4 goals for Tim Cahill and a dub with the Everton team. Right, let's go and play again. And let's see if we can find someone who actually knows the buttons. All right, Edison, Lucio, Cordoba, Dabinia, Muriel. That's a bit of a... You'd play some proper weird teams in qualies now. FUT Champs qualies used to be like... not quite as bad as actual FUT Champs, obviously, because you could match against people who weren't capable of qualifying for FUT Champs. But it's definitely got a lot easier. Like, significantly easier. They haven't nerfed them yet. Even if it's just in terms of the teams that you play against... It could be the same user skill, but you used to, like, every team used to play against in FUT Champs qualies as a God squad. And then since Christmas, there's like some reasonably normal teams. And like, I'm out teaming people on my road to glory. I'm currently out teaming people with a full Everton team. Which is mental. And this guy's just scored a bit of a stupid goal from me giving the ball away. But the quality of opponents in qualifiers has really tanked. So stupid. It's just silly, isn't it? This is like one last hurrah to Travellas. Oh my god, he's just been absolutely bodied. One last hurrah to Travellas before EA patch it is basically what this video has become. Alright, we won't score a Travella. For once, we'll score an actual normal goal. There you go. Still Jack Harrison, because he's still unbelievable. But not a Travella, which is nice. Ah, he hasn't Travelled it. It was out yesterday. Did you play on old gen? Look. They definitely haven't nerfed Travellas. People in my chat are telling me that Travella, the patch is out. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's only old gen so far. Like, on PS5, I'm pretty sure it's still the same as it always was. Opponent number 3 is Casillas, Alaba Evo, Acuna Evo, Zola's Team of the Year, Ansu Fati Evo. All right, let's see if we got a bit more. He's still got gold to Nolly. Proper random. Let's see if we've got a bit more of a FUT Champs-like opponent to test the Everton lads with. Well, lads and ladies, we should say. Sorry, Lucy. Okay, and that's going to be a problem if we ever play against someone really good. Anthony Robinson has got long throw-in, and he's just gone over to right wing to take the throw-in. What a wonderful play style you've put in this game here. Right, anyway, into Obi's feet, round the corner to Gary Lineker, round the corner to Cahill, into the goal. Very nice. They're pretty good now, you know. I mean, they're not god tier, and if you played against someone who like gets 14, 16 wins or something, or even someone who gets 11 wins, with a God squad, I'd probably get pumped still, but it'd be a lot closer than it used to be. Some of them are actually quite good now. There we go, 3-0 with the Everton squad. Very, very comfortably as well, might I add. Shout out to Tim Cahill. He's absolutely banging the goals in. All right, to drop 4-0 in FUT Champs, this is more like it. This is what I was expecting. To drop 4-0 in FUT Champs, colleagues, we've got to beat that with the Everton team. Come on, Andy. We can do it. All right, good save, Jordan Pickford. Lucy Bronze, what are you doing? Just control the ball, girl. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kyle Walker's very fast. Bramthwaite, though, my goat. Right, now we counter. She's got a small problem of getting past Sauer. That's okay. We're past Sauer. There's Kyle Walker. Back in defending, but he's got no stamina. Go on, Jack Harrison. Bale's run away. Let's give it to Putellas. All right, we've conceded a Cantona Trivella. It is going much worse, as you can imagine, when you play against someone who actually plays FUT Champs and has a ridiculously good squad. That is pretty poor defending from me, though. I gave the ball away previously really sloppily with Robinson. Not clicking so far, surprisingly, once you play against the God squad. Well, I could see that coming a mile away, couldn't I, with how sweaty this fella is. What an idiot. He plays drop back, spam offside trap, sprint down the line with Garincha. Oh, I wonder if this guy's going to move his goalie when we get a chance. Like, look, all he does is this. Okay, he's done a skill. Fair play. He's done some skills. But this is his modus operandi, whatever you call it, is sprint down the line of Garincha. I wonder if he moves his goalie when you get one-on-one. Look at this man's possession graph. I mean, mine's pretty similar because he's had most of the possession. I know he hasn't. I've had more of it. Literally just runs down the line with Garincha. This is mental. Right. Anyway, Tim Cahill, as much as I love you, I'm bringing on... Let's go Danjuma. Let's go Danjuma for now. That's not going to go through, is it? Because I didn't finish my subs. Right. Pause it a sec. As much as I love you, Tim Cahill, you've got your game. I'm going to bring on Danjuma. Oh, matey, stop playing. No worries. We'll just green time on with Danjuma and hammer it past Timothy Allison. Sure. Tell you what, if this guy could marry his Garincha, I reckon he would. Not like that. Oh, we've done so well to contain his bloody just running down the line of Garincha. And the first time he passes it inside, we don't mark the Trivella. That's frustrating from me. Should have got a cross quick with Bramthwaite. Roll on the patch, I guess. Aradona with the fancy feet wins us a penalty. Maldini getting a little bit too hot-headed there, mate. Going in for a kiss. You can't do that on a football pitch. Right, Haradona's actually on the pen. Haradona's the best at penalties, apparently. Okay, no worries. He'll just slot it in the bottom corner. Very nice. There we go, then. A not-so-comfortable one in the final game against a ridiculous team. But we've managed to 4-0 it in FUT Champs, collies, with a full Everton squad. Very nice. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hope you've enjoyed the little update. Hope you enjoyed the final ode to Trivellas that we've just experienced. Yeah, that was good. I really want to see this guy's heat map with Garincha again. Okay, a little bit better. Oh no, that's his heat map with Garincha. Let me see his actual heat map. Bit better in the second half. Well done, lads. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.